We're about to get into a creative space. Now, Revive Minds is a non-profit organization focused on developing creative skills in youth through outreach programs in Ghana. Revive Minds empowers disadvantaged individuals and school dropouts by cultivating in them employable creative art skills. Their initiatives include internships, career guidance, workshops, entrepreneurship training, amongst others. And I've got a special guest in the studio, Dennis Temituro, creative artist, photographer, also founder of Revive Minds, is here. Good morning, Dennis. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you doing too?
Nothing $1 million, couldn't solve. But otherwise, we have life, so we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Now, for the uninitiated, do tell us, what is Revive Minds all about?
So Revive Minds is basically my brainchild foundation, which seeks to give underprivileged youth employable skills, basically in the creative space. So at the moment, we are starting with photography, graphic design, and all that. So our main focus now is photography, and this is more like the pilot project we are doing all together.
Right. And you particularly have your sights set on disadvantaged individuals,
yes.
Also school dropouts.
Yes.
Why is that your shall I say, your primary target?
Okay, so basically I say this because of my my background. I was a student of Tema Secondary School, and whilst in Tema Secondary School, I was a listed student. So I actually came up at 7 A's in Wasi.
I see. You're what they'll call a shark.
A shark.
Serious shark.
Yes, but as life could, you mentioned $1 million. I wish I had a piece of that to fund my education then to be a medical doctor. But I couldn't do that. And I had to, drop out of school just so that I could see what is out there for me. So, along the way, life brought me connected to photography and the creative space, graphic design. So I'm all in, like graphic designer, video editor, filmmaker, and all that.
I see.
So I felt that, okay, now it's time to, after getting the fund, saving towards getting a camera, then I was like, okay, learning towards photography. I usually tell people that I'm a COVID baby. Because along the time I saved towards my camera in 2019. So I had, Dr. Charles is a friend of a client,
right,
buy the stuff for me. But as he was coming in March, he couldn't come in because of the COVID.
So the airports were all locked up and all of that.
So he told me, Dennis, the only way I could do that is once the restriction is down.
Right.
I was like, okay, no problem. So between March and August, October, I used that time to invest time in photography. And here I am.
So when you say by invest time, what were you doing to, build up the craft or learn the craft?
Yeah, so I was doing self-taught photography, basically on YouTube. All the last money I had before COVID, buying courses online and all that, just so that I could.
You were committed to the cause.
Yes. I didn't know why, but it seems that was just what I needed to do at the time. So 6 months, 3-4 months at home, waking up and all that, nobody wanting to greet you and all that because you are a potential target for the COVID. So I was like, okay, this is my time. And when you are creative and you have that space alone without calls, that was the best time for me.
Right.
And that was how life took me.
I mean, COVID was super unfortunate, but there are so many people who also somehow found their calling.
Exactly.
It's miraculous what happens when the world is a bit quiet and, you have time to actually reflect. Others were dancing furiously on TikTok and the rest, learning all manner of choreography because we were all bored at home.
Yeah.
But you took that time to, invest in the craft and learn as much as you could about it. And so now this is your full-time bread and butter, being in the creative space,
full-time.
filmmaking, all of that.
Yes, so I've empowered a couple of youngsters. They're actually working with my company called ComLab.
Okay.
Yes, so they are the ones doing the work. So as I'm speaking here, there is a project at the Accra International Conference Center.
Right.
That one of my team member is capturing at the moment. So basically, I see this advantage in doing this, and I'm like, why not extend it to a broader space?
Right.
Hence, the project. Yeah.
So there's an upcoming photo exhibition and a creative summit. It's in collaboration with the British Council Ghana. What is that all about, this exhibition? Tell us more.
So, when I started the photography, like late 2020, 2021, it became a magical experience for me because my works had gone all around. From 2022, 2023, I was doing stuff that was all around, the nation. You've seen my picture.
I have.
Yeah.
Because now that we're talking, I thought,
Yeah.
I have connected the dots now. Yes.
So basically, it became very, prominent along the Guinness, world record attempt from IFWA. I did a project with Liam. I also had the opportunity to work with Dr. Sonny Badu, Moses Bliss, and all that. So, and all these were viral content.
Right.
But before that, I'd been doing stuff, but nobody had seen it.
You hadn't gone viral yet. You weren't trending yet.
I'd been doing stuff, so I was like, this is the time. The time is right to put this project across and also bring my collection, because anytime people see my pictures, they are like, there's so much story in it. It's different.
Yeah.
You get accolades from photographers and all that. I'm like, okay, this is the time to open it up, let people see, let people appreciate the act, and that's how we brought in our space.
So this particular photo exhibition will be exclusively your work?
Yes, so majorly my work, because now I'm tempted to do something. Like this morning when I woke up, I had a burden in my heart that I needed to do something, and what I wanted to do was to give people the opportunity. So I'm going to announce it right here to the listeners here.
Okay.
I'm going to be opening a space for 3 artists.
Okay.
Photographer, artists and all that, to come and exhibit alongside.
Okay.
Yes, so you know what they say, victory loves preparation. Yes, so I'm sure they have something there magical.
Okay.
But they want an opportunity for it to be showcased.
So you have 3 slots. Listen up, creatives. If you're listening to us right here on a 3 lounge, we have 3 spots.
Oh wow, 3.
It's all aligned. It's all aligned. If you're listening and you are, and Dennis is whetting your appetite already, he has some 3 slots.
3 slots.
What is the criteria for those interested?
So the theme should be pictures highlighting the Ghanaian heritage.
Okay.
However they want to use it, but pictures highlighting the Ghanaian heritage. And the next thing they need to do is to, I would have to say it, if they are not following me, the name is Dennis Temituro. The brand is Revive Mind. But because this is radio, let me just spell that. The Dennis
please.
is with a double N, DENNIS. And the Temituro is TEMITURO. So they just tag Dennis Temituro and Revive Mind so we can see it, and also use the hashtag Revive Mind's Creative Summit.
Okay.
Yes, so once they do that, between now and 12 tomorrow, we'll contact them.
Okay.
So that they can also prepare for the big day this Saturday, 5 p.m. at the British Council.
Okay, so it's happening this Saturday, 5 p.m. Is it 5 p.m. sharp or 5 p.m.-ish?
No, 5 p.m. sharp.
5 p.m.
Because
sharp.
there's going to be a lot to whet our appetite. And I want people to come early.
Okay.
It's very important they come early.
Okay.
Yes.
So 5 p.m., make sure you're there at the British Council, seated, ready to immerse yourself in some creativity, in some beauty, in some magic. And the 3 slots, they're open. Check out Dennis on the socials, and then you two can exhibit. Will there be side attractions beyond the arts?
Yes, there are a lot of side attractions, but I'll mention. So let me talk about the Creative Summit.
Sure.
So the Creative Summit is unique because we are having 3 speakers. And these 3 speakers, one is coming all the way from Nigeria. Is the legendary photographer in Nigeria called Kelechi Amadiobi. He's done a lot of work. You can check him out. And he's coming. And we also have Kojo Sobo. Kojo Sobo, the founder of Emmy Africa.
Okay.
He's also bringing his event and marketing, advantage to the table. And we have the legendary Ghanaian photographer Yao Pari.
Yes, very exciting. For those of you who love your photography, this is quite a treat. So there'll be the 3 speakers at the summit.
At the summit. And we also have Abigail Dromo. Of British Got Talent fame.
Okay, in fact, before she was Britain's Got Talent, famous from there, she was the winner of TV3's Talented Kids. Dennis, please introduce her correctly. I'm only joking. But yes, of Britain's Got Talent fame as well. She'll be there?
She'll be there. She'll be performing. I had the opportunity to photograph her in my studio. And I could tell that she has a unique talent. I don't know how you guys discover talent, but this one...
We have the eye, we have the ears.
You have legendary, stuff churning out from your branch. And with her disability, I could even pose her, and she's able to go the extra mile to do other things. I was like, this is beautiful. She needs to come on board. That's how we have it.
Okay, exciting. So the speakers will be there. There'll be side attractions. There's going to be some performances, and the theme is igniting creativity, transforming lives. And is that also coming from a personal place, like you recounted for us?
Exactly. You could see that's where the attachment is, and I don't want to forget certain people who came together. I'm talking about volunteers.
Okay.
When we started this project, we didn't think it would go this big. And there are various supports from volunteers and sponsors. And we put out a call out for volunteers. And we had about 40 people. We needed to close it.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And they are listening to me right now. So all volunteers, thank you so much for coming on board. This is beautiful.
And what sorts of roles have the volunteers been playing leading up to this?
So they're going to be doing, can you imagine, this is a creative summit. And we don't need to pay for photography, videography.
Because
they're coming on board.
I mean,
they're bringing their skills from the Reels team, photographers, videographers. We also have the talented welcome team, protocol team, fine, beautiful people. That's coming exciting. On board.
That means that we have the environment that is, shall we say, fertile for more and more of these kinds of events. Would you say that we are now catching up to just how important photography and in fact just the creative spaces, because we've maybe come to the realization quite slowly, but have we arrived?
So I feel that I'm part of the change makers driving this initiative, because when I put the ad out, I also had some sponsorship for some billboards in Accra. And when people saw that, and some colleague photographers saw that, they called, congratulated, this is big and all that. I'm like, no, I don't want you to see it as big. I want you to see it as appreciating the art. That we all matter, because we matter in preserving the stories of Africa. And we should do it in a grand style. When you go to the developed world, these things are normal day-to-day activity.
That's right. It's very common to walk into a photo exhibition, some type of museum. It's part of life.
It's part of life. but now it's catching up. But we are part of the first people, putting more substance. And I don't want it to be about me. You understand? That's why we are opening it up so that people can come in and all that. We have a young boy who you meet him when you come. Is from the GH. This guy can draw. And he took one of my images, and I don't want to say more on that because
on Saturday we can come and see it for ourselves. It sounds like a very exciting lineup, of course, in conjunction with the British Council. 5 p.m. sharp on Saturday, the doors open. Come and be wowed. There's a lot to see. A lot of networking as well. This is a great opportunity for those who want to come and connect with like-minded people and so on and so forth.
And most importantly, the sponsors who find, solace in making sure that art is projected. I'm very thankful to them. Tel Energy, the Sheeness Foundation, Green Vine Freight Forwarding Company, they're so fantastic. They came on board. Spectral Global, Wisteria Concepts, Creep GH. This is so amazing, to experience such connection to the art. So we are very much thankful to them, and we are excited they are part. I don't want to forget my pastor of ICGC Zoe Temple, because before, when life was, zigzag.
The young one, when life was lifing.
Yeah, when life was zigzag, he saw a talent in me. Reverend Kojo Amasari of ICGC Zoe Temple. He saw a talent in me, and one day was like, I want to work with you. That's how he put it. He didn't say, I want you to work for us. He said, I want to work with you. And ever since, he had given me so many opportunities, so many tasks. You know how taxing church is, like to be able to model myself. And I'm glad to say that he's accepted to be a keynote speaker at the event.
That's amazing. All-time check. It is some 34 minutes past the hour of 11. You're still live here on 3 Lounge on 3FM and 92.7. I've just been chopping it up with Dennis Temituro, and he's doing something very, very exciting this weekend, on Saturday to be precise. That's the 24th of August, happening 5 p.m.
This Saturday.
This coming Saturday. This very Saturday, 5 p.m. sharp at the British Council. The event is themed Igniting Creativity and Transforming Lives. And Dennis, I'll give you a chance to wrap it all up for us nicely, and then we can bid you farewell.
Yes, so I want to say thank you for the opportunity. But basically, to the British Council, they've been amazing, supporting art, culture, and driving it forward. And to Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, that's so amazing of them to come on board as their official hospitality partner. This is so beautiful.
You've got some heavyweight back in, Dennis.
I know, right? It's by God's grace. And then Chimiku, who made this dress for me, it's like, Dennis, you take it out there and, go and make yourself smile.
Well, Dennis, we can't wait to see everything unfold come Saturday, August 24th, 5 p.m. sharp at the British Council. And there are 3 slots open, so do rush and head over to Dennis's Instagram. It is Dennis Temituro, all one word. Go on Instagram, go and flood the Instagram, get into the DMs and see how you two can be exhibiting on Saturday, 5 p.m. sharp. Dennis, thank you so much for your time this morning. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much. And before I sign out, I want you to help me. You can't see, I'm sure the camera. That's my co-founder there.
Oh, I see.
Eileen Osudako.
Eileen, shout out to Eileen. Eileen has been hiding in the back there with her camera, with her long lens, capturing everything.
You can't do this cooperatively without having somebody to guide you. That's why I'm structured.
I see. I love it. All kind courtesy of Eileen. Well, we'll see you both on Saturday. It's going to be truly, truly exciting.
Thank you.